Hi Cancer, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra, Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. And you know what I normally do is let flip, fly, fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. There's number one. Take a look at it, and it is the Three of Swords in reverse. So take a look at it, decide if it's life, love, career, health, or whatever, and then clarify with various oracle cards. So you are either in the middle of, you either just got your heart broken or you have just healed yourself from a broken heart. I feel more like it's like you've healed yourself from a broken heart and you're getting ready to move away from that at this point in time is the feeling. So let's keep going and see what else comes up. Because it feels like there was a lot of grief that you maybe have purged recently. Kind of like let go of some grief around some sort of a relationship that either ended, maybe someone passed away, someone broke your heart, or you got your heart broken somehow in some way, shape, or form. I mean, that can happen in many different ways. Dang, man. Come on. And I want to say, it feels like you held on to that for a very, very, very long time because I cannot get any cards to come out. So it feels like there was one of these of like, oh, I'm not letting that go for nothing. I feel better holding on to the heartache because I'm going to punish them as long as I can. And all you did was like punish yourself. So, okay, there we go. The Emperor. That makes me feel like you're like, you look at that other person and you're like, they've moved on. They're living their life all great and fine. And they left me with a broken heart. And you finally got tired of being in that space. So that's why you decided to put an end to that. Seven of Cups. So now it's kind of like, you know what? I've got more options than that person. I don't have to be stuck on that person forever. You know, just because I thought he was my emperor at one time doesn't mean that she is forever. And you know what? I've got plenty of other options. I'm going to check into those other options. Two cards came up. So they were sideways. I'm going to take it this way. Nine of Pentacles. So you've planted some seeds. Some of them are starting to harvest. That could be some relationships, you know, maybe there's some new guys, girls sniffing around and you're kind of like, you know what? I've talked to, for whatever reason, this feels like it's somebody from the past. Several people from the past that might be coming back into your life. Like these were seeds that were planted a long time ago and now they're coming to fruition. So maybe the timing at the time when you met those people, it wasn't right, but now the timing is more of a better appropriate. And then the World card came up in the upright position. So that makes me think that you have put an end to a cycle, which would be feeling sorry for yourself, thinking that this one person was the right person, and you finally realized it was a learning lesson, a soul lesson, a soulmate that came along to help you heal some wounds, and you're kind of like, all right, I'm a better person for this. I'm moving on. I've got options. You know what? And so now I feel like somebody from the past is probably coming back, and you're a different person. They are a different person. This could be somebody that you met in high school. Neither one of you were the right people in high school. I mean, God, if I think about how much I've changed since I was in high school, I am so not the same person. Thank the Lord. This could have been somebody you met in college. This could have been any number of people that you met in the past, and the timing was not right. But now for both of you, it feels like it's right. Let's get one more card. And you're ready. That makes me feel like you're ready to share your emotions with that person and say, I always did kind of have the hots for you. I always did find you attractive, but I didn't think you liked me, so I never said anything. I feel like I'm hearing the word bold and brazen. You are more bold and brazen. You are more self-confident than you used to be. That's why the timing for the two of you didn't work out, because neither one of you had your self-esteem and your worthiness in place, and you've come a long way. And this last person that broke your heart that you're moving away from was one of the big soul teachers in your life that made you realize there is nothing wrong with me. And the reason this all happened the way it did was to help you understand I am perfect the way I am. And so you're just kind of letting go of all of that is the feeling that I'm getting. Okay, so let's see. What cards do I want to use? I have some new sex cards, and I'm trying to decide if I want to use those, but at this point in time I don't think so. I feel like I want to use my romance angel cards. So tell us more about not the person that you're letting go of, but maybe some of these people that are coming in from the past. Who are these people that are coming in from the past? So, some of these options that are going to start showing up. Who are these people? Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Let me think about that. Who are these people? I feel like it's you've been in separation. You've been separated for a while, and it's not that you're going to... I feel like it's more like the time apart did you some good, not the time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I feel like this should say the separation that you guys have been in of wherever it was not talking for 2 years or 10 years or whatever has done you some good. And you're coming back together as new people with new experiences to share, new perspectives on things, maybe things that person did in the past like really bugged the crap out of you, and now it's kind of like, yeah, that doesn't bother me anymore. He was a smoker back then, and the last guy that I dated that I thought I wanted to spend the rest of my life with was a smoker, and it didn't bother me. So suddenly you've let loose of some of that stuff. Also, I want to bring up a book that I've had this for a while. I started reading it last night, called The Queen's Code by Alison Armstrong. I am going to suggest any women out there who are, you know what, you don't even have to be looking for somebody. This is any woman, female, who either wants to be in a relationship with a man or is in a relationship with a man, because it wouldn't apply the other direction, because it's about women and the way that they have expectations about men and the way they treat them because of their own self-worth issues. Anyway, it's really good, and it's kind of like it's not like a self-help book. It's like a self-help book in a novel form. And I had a hard time putting it down. I started reading it last night, and I just was like, I just wanted to keep going and keep going and keep going. And I read it until I finally got to the point where I was like, I'm getting tired and I need to go to bed. And I read some of it this morning. So it's very enlightening. So it is, again, for women who who are either not in a relationship and wanting to be in a relationship, or women who are in a relationship with a man and they would like to improve it. Trust came up. This is this new person or new people that are coming into play. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. I also feel like I'm hearing, do not put the cart before the horse. So don't just assume that this person that's coming in is going to be your one and only. I feel like it could also be another soul growth stop. It could be somebody you go out with for a couple of months or a year or whatever, and it's a stepping stone. It could be another stepping stone of going, yeah, I'm like, I like him. I don't have anything against him, but I want more from a person. And so I'm just going to keep going. So don't like be writing your name, his last name with your name, or, like looking at the wedding books just yet, because there could be some of these people coming in that are just there to help you learn a few more lessons and tweak yourself. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. This could be one of the, part of the options. It could be a brand new person that you have never met before too. But I feel like you've got several options. So it's not just like one person. It could be some people coming from the past. It could be some brand new people. But it feels like there's several options that you have. And you're going to have your pick. And it's going to be a new situation for you, because I feel like in the past, maybe you were kind of like, man, why can't I meet anybody? And now it's kind of like you've got a new attitude and a new found self-worth, and you're kind of like, you know what, I got it going on, and any guy would be lucky to have me. And you are carrying that attitude, and they can see it and they can feel it, and they really like that. So you're going to be drawing a lot of attention. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I think that goes along with this next person that you date. I feel like there's probably someone coming in between. You had a major learning lesson with the person that you've just healed your heart with. I feel like there's like another one coming in between that's going to, like I said, tweak you up a little bit more and get you to that point of where, like, yeah, I'm better than I used to be, but I'm still like, I'm still like wanting to meet somebody that I feel this with. And this one might be kind of somewhere in the middle. So it's more learning lessons coming, is the feeling that I want to say, is like, it's just a temporary stop person, and just, learn what you need to learn from it and take it for what it is, and just know that there's more coming down the pike. There's more opportunity for love coming down the pike. Let's get one more. Time is it? 13. And the last one is keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So one of these options that comes along could be somebody, maybe you've always had your box of, he needs to be this, and he needs to do this and this, and he has to have a job, or this kind of job, and he needs to never be married, or he needs to be this or this or this or this or this or whatever. And there could be somebody that would be a very, very good fit for you, that the universe is bringing to you, that is not what you expect. And I have to sneeze. Sorry. Thankfully, I kept an open mind, because my twin flame is of a different race than I am. He is 14 years younger than me, and he is completely different than what I thought I was going to end up with. So, but I'm glad I opened up to him, because he has changed me for the better. I mean, when I look at when we first met, versus who I am now, I am glad that he did all of the things that he did that helped me grow. It's kind of a case of like, if the universe could send in any specific person that was going to teach me more life lessons, it couldn't have been anybody different than him. And I have learned some major life lessons from him, and I'm very, very happy with where I am now. So even though it was very painful along the way, it was all about the growth. And one of these days I'm going to tell him that. I have not told him that yet. Maybe that's a story for another day. Anyway, let's get some last words of advice here about these new love offerings, opportunities, things coming your way. I feel like I'm also hearing, don't let your head get big. Because you could get a little ahead of yourself and thinking, oh my God, the men are after me, or the women are after me, or whatever. It's because of the energy that you are sending out. Just make sure that the people that you bring into your life and keep into your life match your energy. Don't be hanging out with any of those low vibe people, because you may have, let's say you have 5 or 6 that maybe show interest. All of those are not going to be anybody that you should spend any time or effort or body parts with. Just keep that in mind. Don't act like an idiot. That's all I can say, is just don't get ahead of yourself. Don't let your ego get in the way. Don't act like an idiot. Just know that it's your energy, your newfound energy and confidence that is bringing in the interest. And appreciate it for what it is. I feel like that one wants to come out. What's this one say? Commitment. Okay, so what is that saying? I feel like that's saying one of these people that come in could be someone that's going to give you a commitment. Doesn't mean you have to say yes to it. But I just feel like people are really going to start appreciating you and seeing your value. And the reason they are is because you are seeing your value for a change. What else do you have to say for this second half of April? There's one. Chivalry. Oh, nice. So one of the guys, gals, whatever, is going to be very chivalrous. And it shows him bringing you some flowers. I don't know about you, but that's the kind of man I want in my life. And so wait for that. If that's what you want, wait for that. Don't settle for crumbs. You don't have to anymore. Okay, so sacred woman. I feel like that's saying be the sacred woman. Be someone who, I'm like, I have a book someplace. Oh God. Oh, I think I've already put it up. Shoot. It's in Rise, Sister Rise by Rebecca Campbell. And she talks about the difference between a sacred feminine in her power versus a woman who is not in her feminine energy, sacred feminine energy. So just, I feel like that's kind of like stand your ground. Be someone worth winning over. Don't be easy, and you don't have to, okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to play hard to get. Be hard to get. Be choosy about who you spend your time with. Be choosy about the people that you let in your life. And that can be dating people, and that can be friends. Be choosy about who you let into your life. You are raising your vibrations. You're raising your level of, you're being more authentic with who you are, and that deserves special people in your life. So stand your ground, sister. Spiritual maturity. That is a couple who is climbing a mountain together. So if you think about that, think about, you want somebody in your life that is going to climb that mountain with you as far as anything in life, whether it's good stuff, bad stuff, and you want them to be right there by your side. So when you've got these different people coming along, just, kind of question what their values are. Pay more attention to what their values are than, don't get caught up in the wooing part, I think is what I want to say. Is there could be some major courting going on here, because they could be trying to get in your pants and figure out if they're just trying to get into your pants, or if they really are one of those that want to get to know you and spend time with you. There is a difference, big difference. Anyway, I think I'm done for now. This ought to be enough to get you going for the second half of April. I will see you guys May 1st. Later.